bit of mozzarella over here, but you can layer this all up. But you mentioned about, you know, your life today. That must help you with your music, and it really. It's one of those jobs. I say it's like cooking. You get better the older you get.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I always think it is, because you learn a lot in life. Music's about, you know, it's about lessons in life when you were younger, and you related that to music. I think the same thing as you get older.
I feel so. I mean, I really feel so, and I think the audience feel that when they come and see me now. I feel that I've sort of earned my stripes as a live performer. It's taken me a long time. I'm by far the performer I wanted to be now that I wasn't really back in the day. I was quite good at, you know, the videos and the Top of the Pops appearances, and I was quite good on stage, and I you know, more than got away with it. But these days, it's a whole different thing for me. I've really turned into the performer I dreamed I perhaps could be one day.
Because I'm guessing that was
dad, you know.
That was MTV and Top of the Pops, where a bit of it was miming, a
lot of it was miming.
A bit of it was doing.
But I was the best in the business, James. No one could tell. And,
but do you know what I mean? There's a lot of, you know, the great thing about doing it, there's a few stories in the papers, not about yourself, but other bands, of fakery and everything else that were there, and people not singing, not the actual singers that were performing, and all that kind of stuff. You must have seen it all, really.
I think there was a lot of cynicism around that, you know, that time about singers. You know, can they really sing? Isn't it all just happening in the studio? And thankfully, I'm here 40 years later, sort of proving very much that in that instance, I definitely was a real McCoy.
Well, you'd never got the chance to be with Bowie and everything else, and on stage and all those big concerts and everything else without that, I suppose.
They don't happen by accident. Yeah. Generally.
I know it's a lot of graft. I was reading, like I said, I've been reading about it. Like I said, if there's a mastermind, I'd probably get locked up from being a stalker. But anyway, we got on here. We just got this lovely little bit of tomatoes, and the idea is you just layer this up in sections as we keep going and going and going. But you season it up every sort of couple of layers as you're doing it. With salt, a little bit of pepper as you're going, and really mix and match the colours. So although you've got sort of reds and reds, don't do layers of reds and layers of that kind of stuff, and you just pack it all in like that. Plenty of this.
You need what sort of Italian colours, green and
plenty of pesto and that kind of stuff.
And red.
You don't want it to be dry. That's the most important bit. So when the bread's like this, put it over the top. Now what you can do is actually you can leave it like this if you wanted to, but also you can decide whether you want this hot or cold. If you want it hot, you can take this as it is, cover it over with a little bit of tin foil, pop it in the oven, about 170, something like that, not too hot, you don't want the bread to brown, for a good sort of 20-30 minutes, and when you cut it, it's beautiful and sort of sticky in the middle. But this one, the idea of this, what I want to do for you now, is because you're a king gardener, the great thing about this, you can have this outside as like a picnic, but also you can have it on a barbecue.
Look at that. So nothing's going to be falling out of that?
Nothing. So the idea is, I made this last night, and then you get yourself a plate, and then you can slice it, and we'll cut it through this way.
So,
like that.
Would you do it in quarters or slices or?
That's enough for two, Kim.
Oh, two people, yeah. Okay.
But look.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's amazing.
So you can take it like that, and then what you can do with that is then cut it into 6, however you want to do it.
I love that. What a beautiful thing.
I just think it's so simple to do. Take your time doing it. I mean, I've done it with sort of some salmon that's just simply been poached, but you can
I love that. It's such a great idea.
You can use tin
so
salmon.
Impressive as well.
It just looks so nice, I think, as a nice little treat. But there we have it. This is dish number 1 for you.
I love it,
but sort of my variant of a little Italian classic, sort of modernised in America, but done in Hampshire. There we go. Done.
Beautiful. Love that.
There we go. Bon appetit.
Ooh.
Dive in.
Have fun.
See, that's what it was for, you see. Invented. You put it on your knee, stop you going all over the place. That's what it was invented for. But while you're diving into that, I'll just show you what's in this one. So even though this one's not obviously been in the fridge or everything else, still, if you press it and compress it really well, still, see, you can almost eat it straight away again. Nice and simple. Stick around, we're going to chat to you throughout the rest of the day as well. Thank you very much for coming. I'll be cooking my second course for Kim later on the show. Chef James Tanner will